So I went on Twitter today and saw that Disney Groomer was trending, and I was confused at first about what this was about. Like, at first I thought, oh, maybe like some instance of pedophilia has happened at Disney, but then I started like scrolling down through people's tweets, and it's basically just a lot of right wing. It's a right wing conspiracy. It's basically just all these people saying that um, Disney has like a bunch of or like is grooming children, and like the Democrats are grooming children without any proof for it. And so I kind of looked up an article, or like looked this up on Google, and I found an article by Vice basically going over this entire situation. And it said for the past, like, there have been a couple like rallies or uh, protests at the Disney headquarters, and I think it was in Florida maybe, and this whole thing is happening because Florida, or the Disney, withdrew its support for Florida's "Don't Say Gay" law, and so now conservative, or not conservatives, but like far right extremists basically are twisting this into being like uh, they're in support for grooming because the "Don't Say Gay" law is trying to prevent like kids from being able to learn about sexuality and that stuff. So they're making the kids from up to the age of 12. So they're making the claim that because Disney is not supporting this anymore, that they're grooming children, which is kind of stupid. And yeah, it's also kind of ties into like QAnon and those conspiracies that like the Democrats and like all these billionaires and like Hollywood people are like trying to. I don't really want to go into depth about that. That's going to take a while to explain, but basically, like pedophiles and or just like trying to do stuff with children. Um, so this kind of ties into that, and there have been a lot of protests at Disney because of this, and people are saying, yeah, Disney is grooming children. Also, I'd like to point out that on the Twitter feed, there have been people also making anti-LGBTQ comments, because this is also kind of what it's about. There are people saying that, or like making memes too. Like one of them that I'm looking at right now is basically like a prism. So like how when you shine a light through it, it splits it up into all the colors of the rainbow. So they have like a label on the light going through and says normal child, and then groomers, and then the rainbow, which can symbolize LGBTQ. So they're saying that like Democrats, liberals are grooming children into being LGBTQ, which I wouldn't say is true. And it's also, they're kind of hypocritical because they're saying that like all the liberals and Democrats are pedophiles and are grooming children, but then they're also like uh, people like conservatives who are also pedophiles and yeah, just disgusting people. So there's also people making the claim, which I think this is a really good argument, making the claim that like this education will help people stop being groomed and stuff, because they'll know like how to avoid these kinds of situations basically. So there are people making the claim that this law is like anti like will help stop children from being groomed, which I do agree with. And these people are saying that this law will increase grooming and that like pedophilia, because children are going to be taught about pedophilia, or not sexuality earlier. And yeah, I feel like if you know about like how to avoid it and what to do, I think that could actually help. And so yeah, it's a little hypocritical to be saying that this is like causing grooming, and yeah. So it's an interesting situation. I kind of rambled on a lot there, but yeah, thanks for watching.